applause for T.J. Knox.
Try and take the time to write down a few lines every time that you cross this heart of mine, and put them all in a book. How much time would it have took? The word in years had a way of slipping by. Oh no, too bad. There goes the chance that I had. I could have written a play so sweet and so funny, giving old Mr. Shakespeare a run for his money, and written the words to the prettiest tune that would never leave a rival. My only excuse for not doing it, no, I was too busy being in love. Yes, I was too busy being in love. And the phrases of you every time you are near, all these words you inspired after all these years, they never reached a rough end and break through that I'm in. For I knew it, the words were gone again. Oh no, too bad. There goes the chance that I had. Could have written a play so sweet and so funny, giving old Mr. Shakespeare a run for his money, and written the words to the prettiest tune that would never leave a dry mood. I have no excuse for not doing enough. I was too busy being in love. Yes, I was too busy being in love. Could have written a part to make young lovers crazy. I could have written a melody for Hepburn and Daisy, a beautiful song, and it starts with your name. I could have written my way to fortune and fame, but I had no regrets for not doing enough. I was too busy being in love. Yes, I was too busy being in love.
Mr. T.J.
Theodore's trying to soothe his tortured nerves with a drink and a sliver of herring when he suddenly heard familiar voices in the next room. When can see each other again, my darling?
Just name the time.
Oh, whatever you say, my little guest. When I come tomorrow, I'll be busy all day. Oh, just let me know. You write to me. But for God's sake, don't send a postcard. My wife might get hold of it. It'll be too awful.
I know. Just imagine. The other day, the mailman was going to hand over my letter to Theo. And you know how insane he is.
Good heavens, what an escape. Where is that ass, the husband of yours, in the way?
Playing cards, of course. And naturally, silly ass is losing, as always.
Theodore could scarcely believe his ears. Could that be his own wife talking? There was Mr. Gunn. Listen, my life, I'll be tied up at the office all day. I'll just slip a note into the marble hour near the door for 6 o'clock. Do you understand, my love? Marble hour near the door. What a little rat he is, yet he smiles at your face and calls you friend, and behind your back calls one ass. Ass, a rotten bastard. And while Fyodor stood there fuming, Diakiarif and his wife returned demurely to the ballroom, their faces beaming with nature. Ah, good evening, Fyodor Fyodorovich. All alone here? Why, yes, my dear sir. But you have such a charming wife. Are you sure you're not neglecting her? Not at all. Ah, there she is. After that pressing encounter, Fyodor turned his cards. Well, at least, Fyodor, you must be lucky in love, eh? Oh, really, Fyodor, let's rub a bit too much salt into the wound. All the way home, while his wife, Aquilina, curled up blissfully against his shoulder, Fyodor was plotting his revenge. That contemptible little nobody, that wretched young whippersnapper. Should he beat the hell out of him in public, challenge him to a duel and shoot him, or still make life impossible for him at the office? Supposing he'd shove dead mouse into vase, or note some obscene remark signed, "Your Aquilina." No, he had a better idea. I'll write to Duino, the merchant. Yes, sir. Unless you play 200 rubles in the marble bars in the city park by 6 o'clock tomorrow evening, I shall kill you and blow up your shop. Even Mephistopheles couldn't have a more perfect revenge. The merchant will rush off to the police immediately. They'll hide there in the bushes and catch that young cockerel just as he goes to pick out his love note with an ugly beak. Before all this is over, Diakiarif, you dirty dog, you'll be shaking in your shoes, you disgusting bastard. You called me an ass. Well, the little affair is going to cost you dear. Just wait and see. So the trap was set. Fyodor burst with delighted anticipation at revenge, hidden looking in shadows. And then when the street was completely deserted, he set the letter under Duinov's door. Yes, Diakiarif, this will cost you dear, just you wait and see. Patiently expectant, Fyodor stayed himself discreetly, quite near the marble vase. He used a newspaper as shield, and peering out from behind it, waited to watch the farce played out to the end, the culmination of his revenge. Oddly enough, there was something else in the vase, a small package wrapped in a newspaper. And there, too, was his wife's letter. Theodore's bare surprise glee. Yekaria opened the package, was delighted to find in it an anonymous gift of 200 rubles in large, beautiful bills. Then, hearing the approaching steps of a policeman on his beat, he hurried away. This is incredible, incredible. That bastard, all the luck. But I'll get him yet. For some time, Theodore walked the streets aimlessly, brooding. And then, as if ordained by fate, he suddenly found himself in front of Schmuck and Company, gunsmiths. Ah, now I know what I must do to avenge the honor of my family. I will kill them both, and then myself. As a matter of fact, not yet shown a revolver, and he certainly never killed anyone either. In his imagination, the deed was already as good as done. Schmuck and Company at your service, dear sir. I would advise Smith & Wesson. It is the last word in modern firearms. A six-shooter with an automatic ejector kills 600 paces. We sell a dozen every day for killing burglars, wolves, all of us. You can kill a wife and love with the same bullet. And suicide, I can't think of anything better. For a salesman's being expression, you would suppose that would have gladly put a bullet through his own brain. He'd only have Smith & Wesson himself. How much does this cost? 45 rubles, sir. Too expensive for me, Fjord said. But what he was really thinking was that 45 rubles was far too expensive an honor for Dietariev. He'd shoot him with the cheapest weapon he could get. In that case, let me offer you some less expensive models. Here, for example, is one for only 18 rubles, but these are only bought by ladies who are mentally disturbed. To commit suicide or shoot one's wife with one of these is considered to be another bad taste. Not a distinction of a Smith & Wesson. I don't want to kill myself or shoot anyone. I'm buying it to keep at my country house. Frighten away burglars. Well, sir, what you use it for is none of our business. We were to inquire into all our customers' motives and have to close the shop. But this weapon is definitely not the right one for frightening burglars. Gives only a faint, hollow sound. Nothing to compare with Smith & Wesson. It flashed the Fyodor's mind, if he killed his detested rival and then himself, would his wife be really upset, or merely consider it as a hilarious joke? All the same, surely the sympathy of the court and the newspapers would be on his side. Then he imagined his own funeral. There he was, lying in his coffin. She, in the arms of another man, fending all another killing joke. No, there was all the time to kill himself. Before one did so, everyone would know about his wife's immoral conduct and sympathize with him. Fyodor's ruminations were interrupted by the salesman. This new English model cost only 30 rubles. And we consider the export duty, that's dirt cheap. And of course it can't be compared with Smith & Wesson. You never read a newspaper how an officer bought one Thomas and killed his wife's love with it. He go to prison, no doubt, and of course making love to other men's wives, like smoking other men's cigarettes. Husbands are fools, you know, they're afraid of the law. And whose fault is it? The government's. No wonder they're afraid, Fyodor thought to himself. To be sentenced to hard labor for a pig like that doesn't make any sense. My wife would only marry again and deceive her next husband the same way. He'd be the winner in the end. No, I must give something more practical. I'll punish her with the scandal of a divorce suit. And here, my dear sir, is yet another model, a single-barrel revolver with an original safety hatch. This one, perhaps? Is it a beauty? Well, my dear sir, what have you decided? Fyodor, who by this time lost all interest in making a purchase, began to feel ashamed at having taken up the salesman's time for nothing. And looking for something inexpensive, he suddenly caught sight of a small whistle meant for catching quails. How much is the thing? Over there. You mean that whistle? 8 rubles, sir. Wrap it up for me, please. Very well, sir. The salesman, after all his efforts, was feeling outraged and resentful. But not nearly as much as Fyodor did. Not nearly as much. One fine morning, after spending the night under the stars, three strolling players, Smirnov, Opry, and Balbaikin, were walking along the railroad tracks. They were following the tracks instead of the main road, because the day before they'd been robbed by thieves. Herds of prey would virtually strip them of everything they possessed. Smirnov was constantly trailing behind. He was only an apprentice actor. He was also a really accomplished drunkard, and he picked up the other two without quite knowing why. But as fate would have it, on that particular morning, a pebble happened to drop into his shoe. And that was to lead him to a very strange discovery. Well, there must be thousands in it. Maybe 3,000 or 4,000 rubles. Oh, more, a lot more. When he opened it, he actually found it contained at least 15,000 rubles. Never before had he felt, first between his fingers and inside his shirt, the indescribable warmth of so many thousands of big banknotes. However, his rascally, not to say cruel nature, dissuaded him from running after his companions and sharing his miraculous find with them. His impulse, rather, was to enjoy a good laugh at their expense. So he pretended suddenly to be taken deadly ill, dropped in a heap between the rails, imploring the help of his friends. Never suspecting that his second-rate talent as an actor would enable him to portray a death agony with perfect realism, his companions attempted to revive him. Oh, too bad the kid's booing has finished him off. Why, only yesterday, he gulped a whole bottle of wine